In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to value a lot of toys related to sports. So it's a pretty long video, so stay till the end to see our grand total. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. And then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Let's jump right in and see what everything's worth. This NBA Deluxe figure set is worth about $80. Next up, we have this really cute vintage football player bank, and he's worth about $20. And then we have this Tiger Woods figure still in the package, and it's worth about $35. And next up, we have a Joe Namath figure. It's kind of like a Mego reproduction figure, but he's worth about $21. Next up, we have a Mississippi State University cheerleader doll, and she's worth about $12. And then we have a vintage Jordache cheerleader doll, and she's worth about $30. And then we have this Tennessee really cute teddy bear in a cheerleading outfit worth about $12. Next up, we have this empty Arnold Palmer bottle, and it's worth about $10. And then we have this vintage halftime football game, and it's worth about $18. It kind of looks like the Yahtzee boxes from the 70s. We have a Bruce Jenner trading card worth about $3. And a Bruce Jenner action figure from 1996 worth about $14. And then next up we have this vintage football player. He's from the 50s or 60s, and he's worth about $15. And then we have this really cute little football plastic bank, probably from the 60s or 70s, and it's worth about $15. And then we have this wall art, and it's also worth about $15. It's vintage. Then we have this really cute Harlem Globetrotters plush, and it's worth about $16. And then we have a box of Ole Miss Lego, and this set's probably worth about $30. See what else we have. We have this Pittsburgh Steelers ornament that's worth about $15. And we have this little golf caddy that you can put your little drink stirrers in. It's worth about $15. And then we have a Ole Miss Lego single pack that's worth about $15. And we have this vintage cheerleader doll that's worth about $12. And then we have a little USM sock monkey keychain worth about $5. We have this really cute football lamp for a little boy's room with the original shade worth about $30. Have this old wind-up bowling game that's really cool that's worth about $15. And there's my helper Daisy, who's fascinated by that little wind-up bowling ball. And then we also have the football wind-up game with two extra figures worth about $23. And then a sumo wrestler missing one of the figures, but still worth about $15. And then we have this little flip-up basketball game that's worth about $6. And then we have this Mississippi State University Lego set that's worth about $30 still in the box. And then we have like their version of the Elf on the Shelves from Ole Miss and MSU, and they're worth about $20 each still in the box. And then we have this plush baseball player. He's worth about $12. Then I think this is Brett Favre from 1999, but this little set is worth about $18. And then we have a Ted Lasso Valentine's set that's worth about $15. That was such a cute show. If you haven't seen that, you might can catch it on repeat. And then we have an Eli Manning and a Peyton Manning figures. And these are from the Gladiators of the Gridiron, I think. And these are worth $28 each. I thought they were going to be worth a lot more than that, but that's about what they're going for on eBay right now. And then we have this little electronic movable basketball goal that's pretty cute, which is Daisy is scared to death of this thing for some reason, worth about $25. And this ABC World of Sports metal trash can worth about $45. We have this 1984 set of mini helmets, and I'm going to say it's worth about $60. eBay says about $30, but if you sell these for $3 each, it's clearly worth $60. The Billie Jean King figure is worth about $12, still in the box. And then this Mr. Potato Head football player is worth about $15. I think that's Green Bay Packers he's dressed as. And then this MSU ornament for your Christmas tree is worth about $8. And then we have these little mini jerseys that have a suction cup you can stick on your window, and these came from Burger King, and these are worth at least $5 each, so that's $15 more we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video. And then we have this Mississippi Braves souvenir baseball bat that's worth about $10, and we don't have a Mississippi Braves team anymore, so it might become more valuable. A little Ole Miss cheerleader doll is worth about $12. And then this game is really hard to find. It's a pro quarterback game from 1965, and it's worth about $60. Let's see what else we have up here. We just have so much in this video. Have a little Southern Mississippi cheerleader teddy bear, worth about $10. And we have the Braves mascot plush. That's worth about $10 for now. He could be more in the future. Who knows? Have a Sammy Sosa figure, still in the box, worth about $20. And a homemade Delta State cheerleader worth about $20. Somebody would pay $20 for that. Have this vintage Ole Miss pennant that's in great shape, worth about $35, maybe more than that. And my high school, the Crystal Springs Tiger, is worth about $35 as well. And then from the Memphis Grizzlies, from Subway, we have the Lorenzen Wright Cup. It's worth about $40. And then we have one named Shane Battler. He's worth $50. I'm not familiar with them, but hey, they're worth about $90 total, so that's pretty cool. Have a Build-A-Bear football player bear. That's worth about $20. And from 1977, this Pro Photo football game worth $27. This was my dad's when we cleaned out his stuff. He had framed this Sports Illustrated magazine, and it's worth about $20. And we have this LeBron James 20th anniversary figure still in the box. That's worth about $45. Then we have these little mini bobbleheads. These are different baseball players. And I started looking all of them up, and they averaged anywhere from like $10 to $15 to $20 each. So I'm going to say they're all worth about $10 each. So that's about $80 we can add to our total. And then we have this Johnny Hero football player doll from the 60s, and he's worth about $65. And I have this really cool Shaq poster I picked up, and it's worth $30 now. We have a Dick's Sporting Goods little clapper. That's worth about $3. And then we have a Mississippi Braves Beanie Baby plush, and it's worth about $15. Ole Miss Big Wheel truck worth about $15. And some Ted Lasso greeting card tags worth about $8. Have this plush Ole Miss football. That's worth about $10. And then we have this really cool miniature Ole Miss helmet, and it's worth about $25. And then we have a regular helmet that's worth about $12. Let's see what else we have back here. Have this cool vintage MSU nightlight, and it's worth about $15. And we have this Nerf Valentine's set from last year worth about $10. And we have a little USM Frisbee worth about $2. And we have some Super Bowl plates and napkin sets, and these are worth about $5 each. We have this little round baseball player plush worth about $10. Have these little icy cups that are worth about $3 each. It makes me want an icy now. And then we have this Braves baseball from 2008. That's pretty collectible. That's worth about $15. And then we have this really heavy mug that's from the New York Giants, and it's one of those Slim Jim mugs, and it's worth about $20. Then we have this little Cub bear that also squishes down into a baseball, and it's worth about $10. And we have the Ole Miss rubber duck worth about $10 as well. We have some little sports figures. I couldn't find these anywhere online, so I'm just going to say these are worth about $3 each. We have a couple that are football players, and then we have a couple that are baseball players. And I've probably just picked these up over the years going to garage sales and flea markets and stuff, and they've probably been a little bit of nothing. The Charles Barkley basketball player is worth about $10. And then these little figures, these are really cute. They're kind of cartoony, and they're worth about $3 each. And then we have these really cool vintage Dallas Cowboy cheerleader dolls. We have the African American version and the white version, and these are worth about $45 each. And then love him or hate him, we have an O.J. Simpson doll, and the top of the box is ripped, so it's not as valuable as some of the others, but he's worth about $100 in this condition. He was actually really popular in the 70s, being in movies as well. And then we have this electronic football game that's pretty cool. And I remember my uncle had one of these, and it's worth about $60. And this was in my mom and dad's little computer room, and when they passed away, I kept it. It's an Abbott and Costello talking figure worth about $40. And this little vintage cheerleader doll, she's worth at least $20. Then we have a whole set of these little miniature helmets, and the ones that are like trademark teams, they're worth about $6 each, and we have 15 of those, so that's $90. And then we have the little baseball helmets that are worth about $3 each, and we have 18 of those, so that's $54 more. We have 7 of these little random mini helmets worth $1 each, and this Bud Light one's worth about $10. Now we have a lot of random toys to go through. These Adventure Force Beast Riders are worth $16 from Saturday Night Live. The ambiguously gay duo little spring toy worth a big old $60. Our little Playboy bunny statue is so cute, and she's worth about $50. And then also from Saturday Night Live, we have the Church Lady figure worth $30. The Tina Fey and Amy Poehler figure set's worth about $30. And then we have the gay duo's car worth $100 because it's a little adult themed. And then we have the gay duo set of Ace and Gary, and the doll set's worth about $150. I'm really glad I picked that stuff up because it really increased in value a whole lot. Then we have these little devil figures. They're worth about $6 for the set. And we have this really cool Magnum PI metal tray, and it's worth about $45. So this video is just a lot of random stuff we needed to put on a video. This Lion King Simba clock from 1994 is worth $15. And from Saturday Night Live, this Mary Catherine Gallagher figure is worth $30. We made some Playboy bunny dolls. This one from 1998 is Karen McDowell, and this doll is worth about $70. I'm not sure if I'm putting these in the toy museum yet or not. I don't want people to be offended by them. From 1997, we have the other doll, Victoria Silvest, worth $60 as well. She's in she's a little risque there. And then we have the one from 2002, who is Daylene Curtis, worth $65. So I'll have to decide if I'm keeping these for the toy museum or if I'm just going to go in and sell these. All right, and then we have some albums coming up. I wanted to put these on different videos so I didn't bore people to death. I found this Michael Jackson album cover. The front's all trash, but the centerfold looks good, and I figure I can hang it on the wall and it'd be worth at least $5. Barry Manilow Live album's worth about $10. Lucky Lady with all the celebrities on the cover is worth about $12. And then this Beverly Sills album's worth about $10. A Joan Rivers album's worth about $10. Gladys Knight and the Pips is worth about $12. And then our Jim Neighbors album's worth about $10. Have this Disney Christmas album worth about $12. My Mom Loved the Oak Ridge Boys, it's worth $12. And this Sesame Street Fever is worth $25. And the Glenn Campbell Rhinestone Cowboy, it's worth $16. And that was my favorite song as a kid. Bill Cosby, who is not very popular, is only worth $7. This presidential album's worth about $10. And this Rudolph is worth about $6. And then we have a Captain and Tennille worth about $10. Julie Andrews is worth about $10. And Loretta Lynn was worth $14. have a brain surgery operation game worth about $18, and this super rare Donald Duck puzzle worth about $23. And we have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Monopoly game that's worth about $20. And then from The Simpsons, we have this Herb Powell figure I just got in, and he's worth about $18. Got a lot more random stuff coming up now. We have this Fresh doll. She's an African American doll. She's worth about $20. I just did a whole video of ethnic dolls, but I missed her. Have this Car Fox plush. He's worth about $12. We have a Paddington Bear plush. He's worth about $10. And then from Raising Cane's, we have the Stars and Stripes dog, still with a tag, worth about $13. And then we have this really cute lavender bear. It's super cute and worth about $6. I'm not sure if it's Thai or not, though. And then we have this Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer plush, and it's worth about $13. Still got its little medal on the front and everything. And then from Barney, we have a Baby Bop plush, and it's worth about $18. I don't think Barney's around anymore. And then we have this Belky Bear from 2020, and it's worth about $25. I usually don't collect them when they have the date, but being from Belk, I thought it might be collectible. And we have a big Thai bear, probably only worth about $6. We have some treetop figures that are worth about $7 each. And then we have this really cool rainbow we can put on the wall that's worth about $10. And then we have one of the stars from RuPaul's Drag Race who had a doll made of her named Trixie Mattel. And believe it or not, it's worth $250. So collectible. And then we have this little Gay Dad's doll set. And it's worth about $75. It's pretty valuable as well. And then we have from Scrub and Bubbles a shower caddy that's worth about $15. And a figure from 1990 worth $16, and 1997 Mr. Bubbles is worth $22. We have this vintage sailboat from the 1960s that's worth $55. And we have this Mark Claus musical ornament one of my pageant girls gave me as a farewell gift worth $70. I kept it because it's so pretty, and they told me it was very collectible when they gave it to me. And then we have some travel souvenirs. We have this really heavy Las Vegas metal sign worth $20. The St. Louis Arch souvenir that's worth $20. Kentucky Derby glass that's worth about $10. And from Las Vegas, a vintage Frontier giant glass that's worth $15. From my hometown, a Crystal Springs pillow that's worth about $15. And then we have some Slinky Google eyes, and they're worth about $18 still in the box. I have a Big Brother keyring with my name on it worth about $6. And some little blocks with my name that are worth about $3. We have these vintage lime slice coasters from 1960s, and they're worth $15. A little Bahamas doll souvenir that's worth about $5. Super cute. And then this little mosaic candle holder when I worked at Pier 1 in my 20s worth about $5. And this little sword cocktail pick set is worth $40. I think I picked that up in an estate sale, but I didn't pay $40 for it. I probably paid about $10 for it. I started packing up stuff from the bathroom upstairs to take to the toy museum. That jellyfish plush is worth about $8. These two little sea turtle plushes are worth about $5 each, and I think we're going to make a big sea creature Christmas tree. The Plaza soap dish is worth about $15, and I don't know where that came from because I've never been there. The seahorse plush is worth about $6. And then we have this cute little Jamaican sea turtle that we got on vacation, and it's worth at least $8, but I bet it costs a lot more than that at the souvenir shop. This little octopus plush is worth about $6. And this cute little starfish plush is worth $8. I looked him up. He's adorable. And this little octopus ball paperweight that I started to sell, but I decided to keep because I've had it so long, is worth $10. And the Tweety Bird plush is worth about $20. Then we have some more items I pulled from the bathroom. We have this really cute mermaid little resin figure worth about $5. And we have this seal plush that's worth about $5. And then we have this small mermaid plush that's worth about $3. And a really big mermaid plush that's worth about $6. And then we have a regular size one. She's worth about $5. And then this white octopus is worth about $6. And then we have another mermaid plush that's worth about $5. And then we have this big gray octopus plush. He's worth about $8. And then we have this little hermit crab. He's worth about $4. And then we have this little captain. It's a pillow font figural captain from Target worth $17. And then we have from the 70s, everybody had these metal sculptures of sailboats, and they're super duper valuable. This set of 2 is worth about $75. I have a couple items from our bar we're going to keep. These little mini mugs we won from a carnival are worth about $3 each, along with the little blue barrel one was worth about $3, and the small drinker cup's worth about $5. Miniature Crown Royale drinks worth about $10, and these little mini Schlitz bottles are worth $7 each, and the lighter is worth $5. Mini Toby Stein is worth $6. This 1980s Fluffy Dog lunchbox is worth $20, and this Blimpy figure is worth $7. I was just checking to make sure it didn't have a Thurbus in it. This Louis Vuitton-ish bunny is worth $65, and we now have a set of 6 of those. I love those. And Dirt Cheap, this button is worth about $5, and Dirt Cheap just went out of business, and I'm devastated by that. I have some Pez dispensers. The Black Panther one is worth $7. And this one from Asterix, the Dog Matrix, is worth $12 from Europe. And then this vintage Batman one is worth $10. And then we have a little My Little Pony still in the package, worth about $6. And then one from Meet the Robinsons, it's worth $10 still in the package. And then we have a groom. And then we have a bride. And these are both worth about $8 each. And that's everything for this video. So with our previous 365 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $907,314. Now when we add this video of all of our sports toys and all this ton of miscellaneous stuff, we can add another $4,413 to our overall grand total. So what that means is for episode 366 of Value in My Toy Collection, our overall grand total now is $911,727. And I've still got a ton of videos to make. So I'm hoping my toy collection is going to be worth $1 million when I get through. So I can say I have $1 million toy collection. But I'm not a millionaire. I've just been saving toys all my life, going to garage sales, flea markets, thrift stores, toy stores, and looking online. And it's just accumulated to this big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like seeing what all I have and what it's actually worth, because it's just been on bookshelves for years and years, and now I'm packing it all up to take it to the toy museum. And you can also see the toys online on our Facebook page, and it's called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So until our next video, we will see you then.